Ah. Opa. Sejam bem-vindos aqui ao nosso tour nas pirâmides do Egito, que começou já de uma forma bem autêntica. Aqui que ela queria comprar, a nossa guia queria comprar comida típica aqui num shopping pra gente experimentar, que eu falei pra ela que eu quero aprender árabe e tal, então ela tá sendo muito amável. Então vambora, já se inscreve no canal, deixa seu joinha, deixa seu comentário e vamos conhecer mais esse mundo maravilhoso que é aqui no Egito.
حطوهم في الشنطة
ماشي.
واللي عايز وكل بقى
Bring the entire.
Bring the entire shop.
بس المشكلة عمل لي طعمية كبيرة
اه
اللي هو قرص واحد اللي هو جبت 5 بحث اللي هو اداني 10 اقراص
ايوه
اداني 5 كبار.
طب ما نجيب تاني.
I think they put the também inside.
انا هجيب تاني بسرعة.
طب ما اقول لك بص طب تعالى اقعد وبعدين نجيب. كل الاول.
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
That's perfect. They sell the things and you just take the bread and add
Amazing.
inside,
Yeah.
correct?
Take this.
Okay, and you make like a sandwich. Ah, sorry, it's why I
But
take.
You have to break like that
Okay.
and take some of this. That's
Ah, delicious.
Ah, this is it.
Aubergine.
Aubergine.
Oh, you like
Wow.
that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you too, but yeah.
Maya, put inside.
Make
And then I make like a sandwich.
Like a
Okay.
sandwich.
Super delicious.
You like it?
Very
I love
good. Nossa, super
So
delicious.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
Aí você compra bem assim, gente, os pacotinhos, ó. Aí você faz o sanduíche. Mohamed, come to it.
يا محمد كتير جدا حرام الاكل ده والله العظيم قدامي.
لا مش هتكلم نفس الشيء.
ليه؟ Okay, listen to me, my students.
Okay. Now I'm filming, so you don't need to film this.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are in Memphis. ماشي؟
Meshi.
ماشي؟
Meshi.
Memphis is the first capital of Egypt.
Okay.
Because Egypt had many capitals. Memphis was the first capital at all. Because the capital was changed many times. For example, we started with Memphis, then Thebes is Luxor now, became the capital after Memphis.
Right.
Okay? And Alexandria, for example, was the capital of Egypt during the Greek-Roman time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Cairo became the capital of Egypt in the Arabic time, in the Arabic Islamic time. And even before Cairo, we had a lot of capitals. But
Okay.
Cairo is the most famous. Okay? So Memphis was the beginning. But Memphis here now, we are in Memphis and nothing yet to see. Only we have big statue here. Okay? That for Ramsés II. And another big statue for the Sphinx. And no more. Why Memphis now? It was the capital of Egypt and was big, and now nothing to see, just small statues or big one like that, and nothing else.
I don't know.
Because the ancient Egyptian people, they believed in another life after this. So they think is that everything you have in your life, you have to keep with you in afterlife. So they kept everything inside the tombs with them.
Oh.
That's number one. Number two, the capital means that the life, it was the life where they were living here. Why we didn't find one house? Why we found just tombs and temples and pyramids? Why we didn't find a house? Because the ancient Egyptian people, they used strong stones like granite, like limestone, like alabaster for building the tombs and other things which is used in afterlife. But for life, they built the houses, but for normal bricks. The normal bricks, like the bricks from the mud, for example, or other material which it doesn't last a lot.
And it's destroyed.
Exactly. For this reason, we didn't find houses. We found the tombs and pyramids and temples because the materials which they used, like limestone and granite, they were so strong. So we still have them. But houses, nothing. For this reason, here Memphis became now a small place. Look big like.
And how long we talking about here? How
Here we are
long?
talking about almost 5,000 years ago.
5,000.
Memphis
So this
is the
statue is
capital of
like
Egypt.
5,000 years ago?
Exactly. Really, the ancient Egyptian time, okay, we divided this, the history into 30 dynasties. 1 to 10 like old kingdom, 10 to 18 like a middle kingdom, from 18 to 30 like new kingdom. So like 30 dynasties, old and middle and new kingdom. And Egypt, before the first dynasty, Egypt was two countries, Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. And Upper Egypt is the south.
Yes.
And Lower Egypt is the north. Because why Upper Egypt is the south? Because the river Nile comes from the south to the north. Comes from the bottom. For this reason we say Upper Egypt for the south and Lower Egypt is the north. Then came the King Narmer, and he made the unification. He could unify Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt together, and he put the double crown. For this reason, if you go to the Egyptian museum, you will find many different statues with the crown of Upper Egypt, another statue with the crown of Lower Egypt, and other statues with both of them.
So important.
Yeah. So we're talking about the most important three things. So the mummification is one of the most important things they did to keep the body for the afterlife. How did they make the mummification? They open the body, take off all the organs, and keep the organs in 4 canopic jars. And you can see that in the Egyptian museum. You will see 4 canopic jars. For the King Tut in the 2nd floor, for Yuya and Thoya in the 2nd floor in the Egyptian museum. And you find many different things, but they are 4, they must be 4 canopic jars to keep the organs inside. After that you have to wash the dead body with salt. Okay. After that you have to leave the dead body under the heat of the sun to dry it. After that you have to use some oils and essence to wash the dead body. Then you dry it again, then you wrap the dead body with linen and cotton. Then you put the body inside the sarcophagus, inside the coffin. Then you have to put the body or the coffin inside the tombs. For making the one body, minimum 35 days, maximum 45 days. So it was not easy to make a body or to make a mummy. Only the kings and queens and rich people, they can do that. But the normal people, like poor people, they couldn't make it. Okay. But they were looking at the king as he was a semi-god. If they satisfy him, they can go to the paradise in a peace.
But they were also mummified, the poor people, but I mean in a very simple way, correct?
Exactly. But you know, like, let me tell you that the secret of the mummification, I think, is still hidden. Okay, we can make a mummy like the ancient Egyptian time, but really it is not the same. So some people, they say maybe it is a difference in the time because this mummy was mummified, or they did it like 5,000 years ago or 3,000 years ago, and now it's in use, so it's a little bit different. And some people, they said no, maybe it's still a secret. There's something we didn't know or we didn't understand about it.
Product maybe that they use that you
exactly. Because we didn't find the process to mummify like written in another place.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, exactly.
interesting. There is no...
Oh, the ancient Egyptian history is full of mysteries.
Oh,
many
look,
secrets.
I have goosebumps.
Really, because you know, many secrets, like let me tell you, till now we didn't know where is, for example, the tomb of Alexander the Great. We didn't know where is the tomb of the Queen Nefertiti. And they were so important persons, or they were so famous in that time. We were talking that the King Ramses II, he loved the Queen Nefertari a lot. For this reason, you can find special statues and special things for her. And here you can find the cobra on the head. It is a symbol of the power and the protection.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can find that the cartouche. Do you know what is the meaning of the cartouche? The cartouche, it is a name in hieroglyphic alphabet. For example, that's my name in hieroglyphic alphabet. My name is Adria. A like eagle. D like a hand. R, you see, like a lip or mouse or something like that. I, 2 small sticks, and A again is eagle, so Adria. The cartouche, it's very important to tell you who is he and to keep his name for the afterlife. Here you can find the cartouche is written in everywhere, on his chest, shoulder, in his hand, in everywhere. Even look at the details of the body, the muscles and the details of the measures of the eye and nose and everything, it's amazing. It's very special.
It's very special.
Exactly. Here between the legs, you can find, they said that his son, and he was the priest of the god Amun-Ra, the god of the sun. It's a picture of his son.
Ah, here,
Yeah,
his leg.
yeah. And here you see the knife. It has the falcon face to protect him. It's a symbol of protection. You see the falcon?
Yeah.
You see the knife in his belt?
That's
Yeah, yes.
amazing.
Yeah, you see
Yes,
the
yes.
belt? Yeah.
I think it is female always, only, but it's not correct. So it can be both. It can be man and
The
a
name?
woman.
Tell you who is he.
Okay.
Because if you notice, no cartouches, nothing.
yes,
no writing.
Yes, we don't know anything.
Exactly. And do you know the meaning of the Sphinx, the body of a lion?
No.
The
No,
body
it's
of
a
a
lion.
lion, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know
and
the
the
meaning.
face is a human face.
Ah.
Because the king wanted to say that I'm very strong king as a lion, but I'm human.
okay.
So he put his face to say that I'm very smart. The
I
intelligence
understand.
with the power of the lion.
Do we know how old that stones are?
That's a new kingdom.
It's a new
And
one.
this is alabaster. It's like 3,000 years ago.
Não. 3,000. Eu tô achando maravilhoso esse passeio. A gente tá aqui em Memphis ainda. É muita coisa que a gente aprende. Eu vou colocar aqui na legenda, vou deixar ela falando pra vocês, porque realmente aqui você pode estudar a sua vida inteira, que você vai ter muitos mistérios ainda. Tem muitas coisas no mundo do Egito que não estão assim, é claros. E olha, esse aqui foi aqui dentro de Memphis. Eles colocaram várias peças que eles encontraram pelo país. Então é um museu, né, aberto, que se a gente tivesse tempo, poderia às vezes tentar explorar um pouco de cada, o que cada uma significa, mas nós temos que ir. Mesmo assim, é muito interessante ver tudo isso aqui de história. Nós tivemos muita sorte, viemos num dia que antes de começar o calor, amanhã que vai estar muito calor, então hoje está uns 20 graus, tá ótimo. Se eu fosse vocês, dava uma olhadinha no tempo antes de vir, porque faz diferença. Aqui é deserto aberto, então se tiver muito quente, você não vai às vezes conseguir ficar lá tentando aprender sobre o lugar por tanto tempo assim. Então dê uma olhadinha nisso aí. E os cachorrinhos de rua continuam aqui, hein, matando a gente de amor, ó. Eu nem fico perto desses neném, que eu ontem quase adotei um.
الله يخليك يلا صباح الفل وانت طيب رمضان كريم وانا كمان يلا سلام باي They are my friends, but different company.